How do you find a common denominator for rational numbers? Imagine you have two different fractions and you want to add or subtract them, but their bottom numbers, called denominators, are different. How do you make them match? That's what finding a common denominator is all about. It's a simple trick that makes working with fractions much easier. When you find a common denominator, you can compare, add, or subtract fractions more straightforwardly. First, understand what the denominator really is. It shows into how many equal parts the whole is divided. For example, in the fraction 3/4, for is the denominator, meaning the whole is split into 4 parts. Next, look at all the fractions you are working with and write down their denominators. Now the goal is to find the smallest number that all these denominators can divide into without leaving a remainder. This number is called the least common multiple of the denominators. To find it, list out the multiples of each denominator. For the multiples are 4, 12, 16, and so on. For 3, the multiples are 3, 6, 9, 12, and so on. The smallest multiple that appears in both lists is 12. That 12 is your least common multiple, or LCD. Once you have the LCD, you need to change each fraction so they all have this number as their bottom. To do this, divide the LCD by the original denominator. For example, 12 divided by 4 equals 3. Multiply both the numerator and the denominator of the fraction 3/4 by 3. This gives you 9/12. Similarly, 4 2/3, 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Multiply the numerator and denominator by 4, giving you 8/12. Now both fractions have the same denominator, 12, and you can add or subtract them easily. Let's say you want to add 9/12 and 8/12. Just add the numerators. 9 plus 8 equals 17. Keep the denominator the same, and your answer is 17/12. This method works for any fractions you want to work with. It's a key step in algebra because it helps compare and combine rational numbers smoothly. Finding a common denominator is a simple process that makes working with fractions much clearer. It's all about turning different fractions into equivalent ones with the same bottom number. This way, you can perform operations confidently and accurately. Remember, the least common multiple of the denominators is your best choice for the common denominator. By practicing this, you'll find adding, subtracting, or comparing fractions becomes a lot easier. It's a fundamental skill that helps you build a strong foundation in algebra and numbers and operations.